We bought this Jaguar from a salvage auction with no keys and no idea if it even ran, and now it is financially ruining us.
For context, this is a Jaguar XFR, a 500 horsepower, 5-litre supercharged V8, and that engine is not cheap to replace.
We had some keys made for it, and unbelievably, it ran perfectly, with just a couple of minor issues to fix.
So, naturally, we proceeded to modify it and take it drag racing, which didn't end too well for it.
Although it survived the day, not long afterwards, it developed some baffling electrical gremlins, and it needed a timing chain, a job that costs thousands.
So, because we love this car, we spent that money and had it fixed, but there are still annoying electrical issues that means this car's fan doesn't turn on and it overheats every time we drive it.
So in this video, it is make or break. We are tackling the fan issue once and for all, fitting some long-awaited upgrades, and then, if everything goes to plan, finally getting the car properly tuned.
This is the episode where our cheap Jaguar XFR either redeems itself or proves once and for all that it just isn't worth saving.
And the first thing to do is to attempt to fix the mystery fan issue that we were tackling in the last episode. So we headed over to Jag expert Tom Lenthal to see if his team had worked out off camera what the problem was. The last time you would have seen this car, we would have been baffled. We had no idea what was going on with it, and the fan just wasn't coming on. Now, it's been, what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah,
obviously, we brought it to you, but even you guys had a look at it, and it was getting pretty confusing, right?
We were confused, yeah. It definitely wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. So
Tom explained that we installed the pre-made flash tune onto the car, and it ended up corrupting a line of code in the car's ECU which controls the fan.
This created a sort of signal issue between the fan and the car, stopping it from ever turning on, and allowing the XFR to overheat.
So then we took a ECU from another car and everything worked.
Based on this, Tom had one theory as to why this happened in the first place.
Okay, so you
Remap the car.
remap the car. We got your original ECU back in
Yeah.
and re-uploaded the standard map.
Tune. So, okay.
Yeah, and you'll never guess what happened.
It worked.
No, it did not.
Oh,
Surely the fan module can't have gone down during all of this work happening,
yeah.
but it did.
Oh, wow. So, with the fan issue hopefully repaired once and for all, I noticed another issue Tom hadn't mentioned. There's a spare part in here.
Ah, yes. When we got the car up and running, we found that this was no longer working. This is also messing around. So you have got a blocked drain, but you do need to fix the leak.
You might remember in the first episode with this car, we mentioned that the sunroof wasn't seating correctly. Well, it turns out that that had caused a leak into the car's cabin.
Off camera, we thought we'd fixed the issue, but it seemed that the leak was persistent and made its way into the center console, where a lot of the modules which control the electronics are.
Technically, can now go and get it tuned again, but properly
Yes.
this time. But there's a couple of other things we want to do in the meantime, so we better get it back to the unit. Now with fans. So with one issue fixed, it was time to tackle another and fix this leak once and for all. Feels like there's lots of things always to button up on this car, but there are some things we do actually need to do. And the big one of those is the water leak that we have. So there is water just leaking.
Oh no. Oh, I hadn't seen that.
That is not what that...
Eth, do you want to spell something?
Wait. Oh, why did I touch my nose?
I thought I fixed this. These Jags have an issue where this whole sunroof cassette drops down. Do you know why it drops down? It's because from factory, Jaguar didn't torque up the bolts enough and they just fall out. And when I dropped the headliner, they had fallen out. But it still seems to be doing it. Our next port of call was the windscreen, because if you can see around the edges of the windscreen here, you can see that the sort of adhesive and the bit sealing it all in is not looking too healthy, so we thought maybe it's leaking from there. But I actually think I found the cause of the sunroof leak, and that is, in sunroofs like this, they expect a little bit of water in sometimes, so they'll have a drain hole. I would recommend this for any kind of these drain blocking stuff.
It's a car, therefore zip ties fix it.
I'm gonna just feed him a little bit of water.
But feeding water down the drain led to nothing, meaning it was definitely blocked.
So that is first thing to fix, sort this out. So I used an air compressor and blasted the drain with air, which seemed to do the trick. So hopefully fixing that and then also doing the windscreen should stop any more leaks getting in the car. When we're out filming episodes like this one, it is always chaos. We're on the road, uploading footage from petrol station, trying to order parts and doing pretty much everything online, usually on public Wi-Fi that anybody could be snooping on.
That's why we use Surfshark. It encrypts everything we do online. Even if we're on airport or hotel Wi-Fi, it protects everything. No one can see our logins, bank transfers, or footage upload files. It's all locked down.
And because it's one account for unlimited devices, everyone on the team is covered. Even Ben. And we all know why he wants that. There's no juggling passwords and no limits.
It's not just security either, because Surfshark has servers in over 100 countries. So even if we're abroad, we can still access UK-only sites, or we can watch content here in the UK that is only accessible to other countries.
Even when I'm at home doing a little bit of sim racing, I still leave Surfshark on. It keeps my connection stable and it protects my account when I'm joining servers from overseas countries.
Whether we're traveling, gaming, or just uploading files from a service station Wi-Fi, Surfshark keeps everything private and safe in the background.
So if you want to try it out, make sure you go to surfshark.com/topdeadcenter, or you can use code TOPDEADCenter to get 4 extra months. It even comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Okay, next thing, when we installed our intake system, we're very happy with it, but Tony from Tom Lenthal said when he was looking through it, he did notice something. This little pipe here, it's not seen the best days. So he said, take this off. He's part of the PCV system, which if you don't have it properly done up, it's not going to run that nicely. PCV, or positive crankcase ventilation, is a system that takes dirty gases from inside the engine and sends them back to be burned instead of letting them build up. This helps stop oil leak and keeps the engine clean and healthy. These are the maths. These are what tell the engine how much air it's getting. If you have a leak and it's getting in extra air from there, the car will not run right. Let's cut a little bit of pipe to size. With the new section of pipe cut and refitted, we got to work on a nice infotainment upgrade.
Now, this is a modification I've wanted to make to the Jag for quite some time, but obviously its mechanical issues, electrical issues, and everything else has delayed it, and that is one of these. So the infotainment system, or the screen in the middle here, is a little bit dated. You've got climate control, your phone, nav, there's some vehicle settings in there as well. So it's not that easy to just pull that out and go and put an aftermarket stereo in like you would do in an older car. But there is a way that you can put Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on that screen and still retain all of the factory functions, and it still looks OEM, and that is one of these.
Right, before we start, there is a set of tools that you'll want. Now, this may look like some form of thing a torture person would use. I'll roll it out. But these are trim removal tools. If you're working on car interiors, these are a worthwhile purchase. They're not particularly expensive, but they will stop you breaking things. I used to use a fork. Metal fork? You ever use one of those?
Don't use a flathead.
A flathead?
I've used flatheads and I've chewed up so many pieces of plastic in my life. Never what you want to see in a kit.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
We set off carefully removing the first trim panel, which revealed some classic Jag design.
Don't know if this is the previous owner stupidity or if it's just Jaguar stupidity. Always hard to tell. All these bolts, these are all T30s in there. And then for some reason, oh no, these are T20s in there. After that lovely discovery, we continued dismantling the interior, removing the remaining trim panels, eventually disconnecting the head unit itself.
This is going to be the same screen. So a lot of you going, yeah, it's an old screen. It will look a bit older, but that's the point. It's meant to be OEM. But in a little bit, we are going to have to open this up and do things to it.
Scary.
Inside, which is a little bit worrying, but I've watched a video, so.
Hey. That sounds like all the qualifications we need.
But before that, we had more interior stripping to do, which is where the process got a little strange. With any good car audio head unit install, next step is to remove the seat. But under here is a USB module that we have to bypass. This module checks all of the head unit parts are OEM, so it needs bypassing in order to actually let our new head unit speak to the rest of the car.
There's a box.
What does it say on it?
Does it say USB, you clown? Oh, great. Ben's first day on
Ben's
Earth.
first words, is it? Oh, yeah, no, I can see what it says. It says,
If you at any point take seats out of a car or do anything like this and you do not clean under it, you're a Jesus Christ. This is just a bypass wire for this sort of USB module down here, so he just loops him back round and tells the car, nothing to worry about here, mate. Next step, it's a big one. I need to open this up and do electrician things, which means removing the back from this and then putting in the new bits. So you really cannot wait to do all of this, put it back together, and it doesn't work. I got to work disassembling the head unit. The way this kit works is it actually adds an additional motherboard in the middle, meaning all of the other features that control the car are still present. I placed it in, connected all the relevant wires, and put it all back together again.
There was one screw left over.
Okay, that's nice.
So I'm not going back in there.
You hacked into the mainframe.
I have officially hacked into the mainframe.
So, mainframe hacking complete. We plugged the head unit back in to test before putting everything back together properly.
In the past, I've put things all back together, gone to turn it on, and something doesn't work or it's not right. Test it like this when it all looks a bit messy, make sure it works, and then put things back together. So I should be able to go audio and TV, portable audio. There we go, we're in.
That's cool.
With the new features working nicely alongside the OEM ones, we put the interior back together and moved over to the broken boot wires, which were stopping it from opening.
Okay, so I had a word with Tony last night about how I could figure out which wire is which, and he said that at either end, so this connector here and this connector here, they are numbered and they will match up. So all I need to do now is I need to remove the rest of this really annoying sticky wrap stuff, trace each wire, find out which number it is, join them back up. Because I'm really bad at soldering, I've decided to go with these instead. These are heat shrink solder. These, in my opinion, are really good, especially if you're really bad at soldering.
I soldered the wires back together and reconnected them to the boot.
For reference, before, the boot wouldn't work at all. There's a button in the car, there's a button here, and there's a button on the key. Nothing would work. You'd have to put the physical key in that lock there. I've just hooked it up, and button on the fob.
With the boot now working, the only thing left to do before tuning was to give this Jag a good old clean.
Right, tuning is tomorrow, and there's no issues yet, no electronic issues. It's clean inside, so it's time for a proper clean. We cleaned this car once, but not properly, and now, as you can see, it is covered in crap. We want it to look nice and shiny on the dyno, so let's give it a clean.
We started by spraying the wheels with cleaner to loosen any dirt.
Then we rinsed it off, ready for everyone's favourite part, snow foam.
After a nice scrubbing, we rinsed it off and dried it, ready to finally get the XFR tuned.
Expectedly though, the Jag decided to have a tantrum last minute.
Tuning, ready?
Yeah. I mean, the car's maybe too eager to go. I pulled up and I couldn't put it into park. Gearbox not in park. But what I can do...
Edwin, all you have to do is drive it through those doors.
It's in park. The car made it out of park and into the dyno. We're here with Peter from TRS Performance. On many occasions, you've asked for cars that aren't terrible. This is the best we can do. So to explain, this car had a flash tune put on it from a dongle, and it turns out in doing that, we corrupted part of the ECU code, which turned the fan on.
Eh?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think on dyno? What do you reckon? I know you hate doing it.
I'm not going to say a figure. I'm going to see what happens.
I'm just hoping it survives. With the XFR hooked up, we tested to see how much power it is making now that it was stock again. This would give Peter a good baseline to build his custom map from. So Peter is going to go for a baseline now on the dyno. It's going to make less than it did before because our ECU no longer has that cookie cutter remap on it. We're back to a completely original map. Ben, you haven't been behind this car when it's going, have you? It's loud. Please don't blow up. Quite loud. So Peter will tell us in a moment that black smoke usually is not as bad as you might think. Black smoke is fuel. It's fuel that's unburnt coming out. I predict Peter won't be pleased. And so, after one more run, we had a result. Do you reckon with the tune we should be getting back up towards the 600?
We should be. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Even if we don't make more than we did before, it will at least be safe and we'll have a working fan. Now, with a good but low baseline, Peter got to work on a full custom tune to get as much power out of this Jag as we possibly can, and more importantly, to make it run safely while it's making so much power. We're safe. Every single time it runs up, I'm just expecting it to blow up. I'm expecting the timing chain to go. Peter continued running the car and then tweaking the tune and repeating until we were finally left with a perfect map for this Jag XFR.
And now we're at 587 and 720
So hold
meters.
on, Ben. We made 2 horsepower more than the blue car, right? 100 pound-foot of torque gained right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the fun bit. Thank you very much, Peter, for letting us bring the XFR. This is actually more what you do, but mainly BMWs, Fiestas,
Yeah.
Fords, that sort of stuff.
Volkswagen Audi Group stuff.
That's your bread and butter.
Yeah.
So if you need a custom tune, don't bring him any more Jags. He doesn't want.
Please, no one.
Let's go and meet Will and let him have a go in the car one last time before this car goes away forever. I hope it goes away and never comes back. Bye, Jag.
After all of this work, it was time to get the Jag out on the road for the final time to see just how well it drives.
But before that, we've teamed up again with LLF Games to let one of you win this car. Tickets will be less than 20p, so head to the link in the description and get your tickets now. Okay. Do you know what? For as much heartache as this car has given us, when it works, it is fantastic.
The noise it makes.
Right, Will, you weren't here yesterday. We went to the Dyno. The figure, it's not the 6 that we hoped for. It's 588.
Okay.
We decided to come back here. Will, where are we?
We are at the scene of a previous death.
Where the first Jag died. So if this survives,
It really does worry me.
unhelpful. It's the
I know it's had issues.
Yeah.
I paid £3,000 for this car.
brand new chain. All of the bodywork's been done.
Yeah.
The windscreen's been replaced.
Yeah.
Smaller pulley, custom
Sunroof
tune,
sorted.
sunroof. This thing's sorted.
This thing's properly sorted.
I hope whoever wins this car gets genuine enjoyment from it because the noise is so obscene.
It's ridiculous.
This car is one of my favourite and least favourite cars we've
Yeah,
built.
it has. This is the definition of a love-hate relationship.
It really is. The noise is absolutely mental.
So there we go. The end of the Jag. I really didn't think it would ever come. I
No.
really didn't think we'd ever get it to the state it's in now, which is just in such a good way. After what it came from to
Yeah.
what it is now, this is an unbelievable car. And obviously, you can now win this car on LLF Games. Early on, the tickets will be even cheaper, so make sure you head over there, get a ticket. Draw will be this Sunday, and we're going to be saying goodbye to the Jag.
Yeah, as we always say, you can buy one ticket, you can buy 1,000, or you can buy none. It's completely okay with us. If you do enter, thank you very much, and I hope one of you wins this obscene car. Thank you very much for watching. Click here to watch some earlier episodes on the Jag, and click here to subscribe. Go on then.